Time now for Back Pages tonight here on Sky Sports News, bringing you a first look.
Manchester United's hopes of unveiling their latest high-profile signing have been dashed at the 11th hour after the player failed his medical examination, sending shockwaves through the fan base and casting a shadow over what was expected to be one of the club's key acquisitions of the summer. The unnamed player, who had reportedly agreed on personal terms and was expected to be unveiled this week, had already travelled to Manchester and undergone the first phase of his integration with the club. With media outlets reporting a done deal, anticipation was at fever pitch among supporters. However, a critical issue uncovered during the final stages of his medical assessment has now caused the entire transfer to fall apart. According to close sources within Carrington, Manchester United's state-of-the-art medical team detected a significant underlying injury concern, possibly tied to a chronic knee condition or recurring muscle damage. These findings were serious enough to raise red flags about the player's long-term fitness and availability, leading the club to immediately put the brakes on completing the deal. The medical evaluation reportedly included intensive strength, flexibility, and MRI scans, all of which revealed concerning data that could affect the player's ability to handle the demands of Premier League football over a full season. While the club has not officially disclosed the nature of the injury, insiders claim that it could have led to recurrent setbacks or long-term absence if the player were to be pushed into competitive action too soon. For Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim, this news is particularly devastating. The player was considered a vital part of his plans to reshape and energize a squad still finding its identity. Amorim, known for his tactical structure and trust in technically gifted players, had personally given the green light for the signing after reviewing extensive scouting reports. The deal had taken weeks to negotiate, involving several parties including player representatives, agents, and club executives. Many within the club saw this as a strategic move to solidify a key position that has been a concern since the last season. One senior club official, speaking anonymously, said, "We are incredibly disappointed. This was a player we believed in, someone who could immediately raise the level of the team. But the health and future of both the player and the club must come first. Risking a long-term injury crisis is not an option." News of the failed medical spread quickly across social media, with fans expressing a mix of frustration, disappointment, and concern. Many had already started envisioning the player in United red and discussing how his arrival could shift the dynamics of the squad. Some fans are calling on the board to act swiftly and pursue alternative targets, while others have voiced concerns about the club's recruitment process, asking how a major medical issue was not detected earlier. Weeks of build-up for this. "We were promised a new era, but it already feels like a false start. We need clarity and a plan B fast." This is not the first time a medical has thwarted a major move in football, but it serves as a stark reminder of how fragile transfer deals can be even when every other aspect has been agreed. It's a reality of modern football, where due diligence on medical history and long-term player durability is just as important as talent or potential. With pre-season training about to begin and the opening fixtures of the new campaign fast approaching, Manchester United now faces renewed urgency to fill the gap left by this collapsed deal. The recruitment team is expected to return to the market, possibly reactivating previously shelved targets or accelerating interest in rising young talents. The club is expected to make a formal announcement in the coming days, but in the meantime, Ruben Amorim and his backroom staff will be regrouping, reviewing scouting reports, and identifying an alternative who can slot into the squad quickly and effectively. While this setback is undoubtedly frustrating, United remain active in the transfer market and are determined not to let this derail their ambitious plans for the season ahead. As one chapter ends, another must begin, and for Manchester United, the mission to rebuild continues. Subscribe to Red Legacy TV for more updates.